Howdy folks, this is Archer's Paradox again, and I've been thinking about doing a follow-up to the video I did a couple weeks ago on the trigger style caliper release versus a non-moving hinge style back tension release like this Wayland's hooker. The thing that struck me when I started trying to figure out how to shoot back tension about 5 years ago, specifically with the trigger style release, was trying to get over the concept of not using my trigger finger as to actually, initiate the shot. I'll show you like this, where you typically shoot a rifle or a pistol or shotgun. You have your index finger actually trigger through the shot. What a lot of guys talk about, specifically like Michael Braden, in his video he did several years ago, he talked about keeping a straight index finger like this, pointed straight down, and in the process of using your larger back muscles to actually have your whole arm and shoulders move backwards while not moving your index finger to trigger the shot. It's kind of hard at first to consciously not move your trigger finger. In fact, a lot of these release manufacturers will provide a spring, and not a spring in the terms of using the spring to actually trigger the shot as far as tension, but a spring that actually is about the dimension of that straight post there, and the spring being flexible enough to where you cannot even trigger it using any motion like this. I've never used one of those, but I understand the concept. So essentially what you want to do when you're trying to learn back tension with the trigger style caliper release is you want to keep this index finger pointed straight down, and you want to pull with your back, and the actual motion of pulling your back is causing what I consider the whole assembly of your hand, your trigger finger, your arm, your shoulder, and your back to move in unison as one. Let me do a shot real quick here. Now, coming up in the video, I'm going to switch to what I consider as being super slow motion, being 600 frames per second. But I'll try to go ahead and do the regular speed here to let you see my trigger finger position. Notice I got my finger curled through and down. I don't know if you've seen that. But anyways, when I get into the slow motion part of the video, we can talk a little bit more about that. Actually, we won't be able to talk because the super slow-mo, the audio doesn't come through. But anyways, you'll see hopefully better in the slow motion segments.